Mara had always been warned about the forests that bordered her village. Stories of strange lights, whispers, and lost souls filled her childhood. But at 16, she thought herself too old for such tales. One night, after a quarrel with her family, Mara stormed out, her anger blinding her to the path she took. She soon found herself deep in the forest, the moonlight barely penetrating the thick canopy above. As the night grew colder, Mara realized her mistake. The once familiar forest now seemed alien, the trees towering over her like dark sentinels. The silence was suffocating, broken only by the crunch of leaves underfoot. But then she heard it, a soft, distant melody, like a lullaby carried on the wind. Mesmerized, she followed the sound deeper into the woods, her fear momentarily forgotten. The melody led her to a clearing bathed in an eerie, pale light. In the center stood a large, ancient oak tree, its bark twisted and gnarled. Beneath it, a girl about Mara's age sat, humming the tune. Her long, pale hair cascaded over her shoulders, and her eyes, when they met Mara's, were an unsettling shade of silver. "Are you lost?" the girl asked, her voice as soft as the melody. Mara nodded, suddenly feeling very small and very cold. "Come, sit with me. I've been waiting for someone to talk to," the girl said, patting the ground beside her. Mara hesitated, but the strange girl's eyes seemed to draw her in, filling her with a sense of calm. She sat down, and the girl continued to hum, her song lulling Mara into a trance-like state. As the hours passed, Mara's eyelids grew heavy. The girl's voice grew softer, more distant. "Stay with me," she whispered. "We can be friends forever." But as Mara closed her eyes, she felt something cold and rough encircle her wrists and ankles. She tried to scream, but no sound came out. The girl's silver eyes were the last thing she saw before everything went black. The next morning, the villagers found Mara's lifeless body at the edge of the forest, her face pale and frozen in a silent scream. Her wrists and ankles were bound with ancient, rotting roots, and her eyes were wide open, staring blankly at the sky. Beside her, the grass was flattened as if someone had been sitting there, watching over her through the night. No one entered the forest again.